This is one of my favorite things here in terms of from a measurement. Okay, it's called, this is the return on relationships. So this is a great little number to look at, okay, from a measurement. Okay, so return on relationships equals your repeat and your referrals divided into your sphere of influence. And that's what I was talking about way back when we talked about I want to get 25% return on my sphere of influence. So my repeat client and my referrers over my sphere of influence. Do that number. Do that number, because you all talk about this repeat and referral and my sphere of influence garbage, okay? But do you really know the number, okay? And are you getting enough out of that source, which is really, really critical right now? Very, very critical. And I will say this, there's some interesting NAR stats that I want to share with you too, quickly. Really, really quickly. Okay, so this is very interesting. This just came out in the last study of National Association of Realtors. Let's take a guess. What do you think the number would be, a percentage, of past clients who feel a phone call was the best way to contact them? How many, give your answers. What do you think? What do you think the percentage was of consumers that were polled recently in the buyers and seller report that National Association of Realtors does? It is 76% of past clients feel a phone call is the best way to connect with them. Yikes. We got it right here. Woo! Look, it's right here, man. And you got this on you all the time, right? And you can just start calling people. You know what I did too, and this is interesting, because as I was doing research on this whole topic again today, and there was an interesting thing about the difference between having an email campaign and what the open rate is for email campaigns and what the open rate for texts is, okay? And what's interesting is there's people that I've got on my recruiting list that I just texted, hey, so-and-so, I haven't talked to you in a long time. You know, what's happening? And I did that with 15 of people in my hit list. And every single one of them came back with a short message. And they were like, that's a big question, man. And then I said, hey, do you got a minute to chat? And all of them said, call me at 3 or call me in 5 minutes or whatever. It was like amazing. So does anybody, what's the open rate for emails? 21%. Absolutely. So think about if you had a landing page and you just sent this generic email, maybe you get 1 out of 5 dealing with you. Anybody want to guess what texts are?
96%.
You're close, 98%. That's 2020 numbers, guys. Texts. 2020 numbers. Okay? Absolutely. And I tell you something, it's just a couple of 2 little statements. You'd be surprised at how you connect with people. And again, I will say this. Maybe those people during COVID, and we were telling people all the time, keep in touch with your people. You need anything, that kind of thing. And I think some people spent it on marketing dollars and some people spent it on like low cost, no cost, just a phone call. And it really, really, really worked. And it's really, really, really working now. Look, I will tell you this. When I call people, look, back in 2017, the amount of people that answered when I called for their birthday was probably 50%. Because they were busy. They didn't want to like, I got no time to talk small talk with Conrad. Okay, whatever. I will tell you, this year, I am having longer, more meaningful, engaged conversations with people. Again, because it's probably one of the only times we can really reach out and talk to people. It's monumental. Again, this is how much this whole thing has pivoted. Okay? So these are 2020 numbers, and I think you got to really, really, really look at that. Okay?